This is your homework. All right. Well, we went over this just in case you didn't copy it or was absent. The error is right here, and the answer here is incorrect. The error, because if you do additive inverse, -1 times 10 is a -10. So that's what you need to write. -1 times 10 is -10, not 10. Okay, and here this is incorrect because -6x, 6x plus minus 6x is 0, not x. Okay, you need to explain like that. Okay, so here you redo the problem by showing your work. So if you go ahead, if you got this and you think you're done, I made a typo if I didn't explain it in class. This problem, I retyped it wrong here. This should be a negative, okay? So that's one I need to address. All right. And additive inverse here, plus a -1, distribute, -1x, distribute, that's a -10. Okay, and then bring down the 7x plus the 0 there. 6x plus a -10 equals to 6x plus 0. Minus 6x minus 6x. This is -10 equals to 0. No solution. Okay. Okay, in this one, make sure I typed it right. I did. Additive inverse. So you would distribute first 8h plus a -2. So 4 times a -2 is plus a -8. Okay. So 4 plus that. Here's the answer. Oh, there's the error right here. So here's the error. They forgot to multiply 4 times -2 is -8. Forgot to multiply that. Let's see. And then they I think they did everything else correct. I think that's their only error. Yeah, that's their only error. Okay. Equals to 8h plus a -4. So you can combine these two. 8h plus a -4. 8h plus a -4. Make it equal to 0 minus 8h. 0 there, 0 there. -4 equals to -4. Infinite solution. And then this one, okay, we went over, find the length of FG. FG here is 3. And G prime F prime equals to 5. They're units. Oh, 3 units. Okay, and that's your answer. Okay. Okay, number 5. Okay, we're going to find slope in all this problem first. So maybe we'll attack slope, and then we'll attack y-intercept, and then I didn't put y-intercept on here, and find slope is also the same thing as rate of change. Okay, this is like your quit test. I hope you understood it. If not, it'll show up again, so best to learn it. And the y-intercept, oh, not m, it should be b. Rate of change, slope of m, y-intercept of b. Write a linear equation in slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. Identify the independent and dependent variable. Okay, so slope here is, let's pick 2 points, any 2 points you want. First point is x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. Okay, so slope is letter m, that's also known as rate of change. Same thing, y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Okay, y sub 2 minus y sub 1 are these are my y's here, and y sub 2 is 12 minus 4, which gets you 8. X sub 2 is 9 minus 3, which gets you 6. These are yards, and these are seconds. 8 yards, 6 seconds. Okay, we can reduce by 2. 4 over 3 yards, seconds. So what does it mean? It means that the person is going 4 yards for every 3 seconds. ONDS, okay. All right, let's do slope here. Pick 2 points. Any 2, x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. Doesn't matter which 2. You don't want decimals, so it just makes life a little harder. Okay, so your slope formula or your rate of change formula is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Y sub 2 is 3 okay, it's not 3 minus 0. It's y first sub 2. So it's 2 minus 0. And that's inches. So you get, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Okay, it's 0. Y sub 2 is 0 right here. 0 minus 3, which is, and it's inches. 0 inches minus 3 inches is negative 3 inches. Over. This one times in hours on this side right here. Okay. Time in hours. So you take x sub 2, 8 minus the 6. And they're hours. 8 hours minus 6 hours is 2 hours. Okay, which that's your answer. That means this is the candle burning. So it means candle is burning 3 inches every 2 hours. All right. C. C here. We're finding slope first. Let's pick one. Let's pick 3, 4. 3 seconds every 4 yards. 6, 8. 6 second every 8 yards. Okay, so this one is x sub 1, y sub 1. This one's x sub 2, y sub 2. Okay. M equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Y sub 2 is 8. Y sub 1 is 2. And they're both same unit, yards. 8 yards minus 4 yards equals to 4 yards. And the other one is 6 seconds minus 3 seconds. Remember, same units, right? 8 seconds, 6 seconds, I mean, minus 3 seconds. 3 seconds. So what does your slope mean? 4 yards every 3 seconds. 4 yards for every 3 seconds. All right, your slope then is 4 over 3. That's also identified as m. Okay, letter D. Let's find slope again. Pick 2 points. We'll go back and fill up all the other ones after we find all this rate of change or slope here. 2 points, 5 minutes. 50 feet. Okay, and another point is 12 and 120. 12 and 120. And 12 is minutes. 120 is feet. Okay, and this is x sub 1, y sub 1. X sub 2, y sub 2. Okay. Alrighty. What rate of change is m, y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Y sub 2 is 120 minus y sub 1, 50. 70 over 12 minus 5. Okay, the 120 and 150 and 50 are feet. 120, and so this is feet. And 12 minus 5 are 12 minutes minus 5 minutes is 7 minutes. So these are minutes. So divide these by 7. You get 10 feet every 1 minute. That's what it means. Okay, 10 feet for every 1 minute. Okay, now, okay, that's your slope. Slope m is 10 feet for every 1 minute, or just 10. Same thing as this, 10 feet every 1 minute. Okay, back side, same thing. Let's find the slope. 2 points, let's do 0, 20. 0, the 0 is pieces of fruit. $20. Oh, they must charge an entrance fee then. That's x sub 1, y sub 1. Okay, and the second point we'd use is 60 and 28. It's $28. 60 pieces of fruit for $28. Okay, so the formula, this is x sub 2 y sub 2. Formula is, for slope, y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Okay, so y sub 2 is 28 minus 20. And these are dollar amount. Notice dollar with dollar, that's all you can subtract with. You get $8. X sub 1, x sub 2 is 60. Fruit minus 0 fruit, you get 60 fruit. Divided by 4, M is $2 for every 15 fruit. That's what it means. It means $2 for every 15 fruits. Okay, same thing here. Let's do 2 points. 1, 9, 1 item, and $9. Two, 13, 2 item, you pay $13. X sub 1, y sub 1. X sub 2, y sub 2. Y sub 2 minus y sub 1, rate of change, over x sub 2 minus y sub 1. X sub 1, I mean. X sub 2 minus x sub 1. Okay. All the y's are the dollar amount. So you do $13 minus $9, you get $4. Over x sub 2, 2 items minus 1 item is equal to 1 item. Okay, so your slope is 4 over 1. Or just $4 over 1 item. You don't have to put the 1, it's just 4. That's your slope, okay? That's your M. It's your slope or rate of change. All right. Then we go back and write in slope-intercept form. I forgot to put here the y-intercept. The y-intercept. That is the starting point. It's where the graph starts at. So the graph starts at, on this graph, the graph starts at 5. So see, here's the y, go down right there, starts at 5. The y-intercept is 5. 5 what? $5. Okay, the y-intercept here, well, the slope here was M is equal to 2 over 15, $2 for 15 items. The y-intercept, where the graph starts, here's the y, go down, starts out at 20. Y-intercept is 20. Okay, B is 20. Okay, and then we go to here, the y-intercept. This graph starts at 0. So y-intercept or letter B. B is, I forgot to tell you guys that. B, I did it here. B is the letter for that y-intercept. Math always abbreviate. That's b, okay? Okay, so y-intercept here. But make sure you write the word y-intercept because a lot of you forgot the word length. Letter B is at 0 there. The y-intercept is at 0. Okay. The y-intercept here, notice each time x is 0. Notice x is 0 is the starting point. X here is 0 and 5. Okay. So when you get a table, you need to find where x is 0. So here's where x is 0 right here. So the y-intercept is 12. So the y-intercept here, please write y-intercept, is 12. Okay, the y-intercept is where x is 0, so this is the y-intercept. Y-intercept is 0. Okay, that's the y-intercept. Okay, slope-intercept form. Y equals to mx plus b. That's the formula you're going to use. So all you need to do is put in your slope. Your slope here is 4 over 3. You copy your y. And your slope, you put 4 over 3 for m. Copy your x. B is your y-intercept. B is your y-intercept, and it's 0 here, plus 0. Okay, that's what you do here for slope-intercept form. The formula is y equals to mx plus b. You copy the y. M, your rate of change here is this, negative 3 over 2. Bring down that x. Plus b, b is the y-intercept. B is the y-intercept, which is 12. Okay, here, same thing. Y equals to mx plus b. Copy your y. M is 4 over 3. Bring down the x. The y-intercept is 0. B is 0. So you put 0 there. Plus 0. Okay, same thing here. Slope-intercept is y equals to mx plus b. Okay. Y-intercept is 0. So y-intercept is letter B. B is 0. Slope is 10. So put 10 there. Then copy the y and x. Bring the y down equals the x and bring down the plus sign. Y equals mx plus b. That's your slope-intercept form. Okay, and then here, same thing. I think we did all the rest, right? Oh, this one here, slope-intercept form. Okay, y equals to mx plus b. Copy the y equals, in place of m, you put 2 over 15. Bring down the x. Y-intercept is this 20 here. Oh, not equal. It's a plus sign, so I need to put plus here. And 20 is your y-intercept. Same thing here, slope-intercept form. Y equals to mx plus b. Okay, so you put copy y, m you put 4, x plus b, b is 5. What does the slope-intercept mean? I think we did this, right? For what? $4 for every item. Forgot to do this. See how I look back? $4 for every item. It's easy for one item. $4 for every one item. Okay, those are the hardest part. The easy part is the independent and dependent variable. Independent is the meaning for x, for all of x. The dependent is the meaning for all of y, for all the number y, for all the numbers in the table for y. Okay, so the meaning for x, see this x right here? All these number means the number of items. So x is the number of items. The variable x means the number of items. The variable y means costs in dollars. See the y? It's costs in dollars. Okay, independent x, the meaning is number of pieces of fruit. Dependent is the meaning for y is the cost in dollars. Okay, that's what it means. Okay, same thing here. So the independent is x, x is time in minutes. Dependent variable is the meaning for y, distance in feet. There's the letter y. So distance in feet. Okay, so x here is times in seconds, the independent, the meaning. Dependent is distance in y. In yard, right? Distance in yards. Yeah, distance in yards. So, okay. And then going back to 5a. All right, well, I hope you keep up. The independent then is the meaning for x, the time in seconds. And the dependent is the meaning y, distance in yards. Independent here is time in hours, meaning on x, here's meaning on y. Time in hours, and dependent is candle in inches. Okay, that's all the stuff. So 5, and there's that answer. 6, 5, A, B, C, D, E, F. There you go. That's how you do all of them. I hope you understand. Break it down. Slope, y-intercept, slope of a line. You'll get everything else. Okay. All right. Let's see if they did anything wrong here. Additive inverse, distribute, positive 6, which is this, distribute, positive 9, which is this. Okay, and then this gets you 0. Okay, let's do that on this problem. Not negative 9, typo, minus 3 parentheses negative 2x minus 3 equals 9 plus 6x. Need to go back and change these. Okay, additive inverse, you got negative 9 plus a negative, it's a positive 6x plus 9. That gets you 0. That leaves you 6x. 9 plus 6x. Okay, you make x equal to 0. It's plus 0 here if you want. Did they minus 6x? Yep, they minus 6x. Notice they minus 6x. This is the wrong. 6x minus 6x is not x. Negative 6x plus 6x is 0. So here is 0 equals to 9. No solution. How do we know before we even got there that's no solution? The coefficient. Notice these coefficients right here are the same. The coefficients on both sides are the same. Okay, write a sentence what you have already learned today. So at least one sentence. If something's old that you finally learned,